What's going on, guys? A very last minute video here. Had something totally different planned for today, but when I saw this stuff coming through, I even talked from Glenn over at Quantum Trainer, who kind of got me wise to this situation a little less than half an hour ago. This drama that is going on with the Halo arms put out by PRX, and why this is interesting to me. I'm big into drama or stuff like that in this home garage gym community. In fact, I'm not too involved with it, to be honest with you. Why it's interesting to me is because I'm recently started discovering Jammer arms because of you guys telling me you gotta check these out. They're so versatile compared to, say, what you're doing with the Quantum Trainer, and I love that machine. And so I actually literally ordered a pair of Jammer arms, or lever arms, whatever you want to call them, yesterday to actually do some sort of a comparison to this. And I was really looking forward to this product, this PRX product, these Halo arms that Coop from Garage Gym Reviews recently reviewed. And this is what's going to get into the drama here in a second. With this whole JammerGate fiasco. But I was actually looking into these guys. I actually contacted them. They don't give stuff to me for review, so this is a heavy price tag, not something I was willing to pay initially, but they're up for pre-order, and I'll get into that. But to give you guys again the background context, the Quantum Trainer does this kind of really great 360-degree movement, which is why I love them. I'm using them so consistently. And I really do want to do a fair comparison because they look really similar to what's kind of coming out there. But a lot of you guys, when I made that video, kept telling me, like, these are just straight up, these are just Jammer arms. Don't get too crazy about them. And if you look at what some people are doing and the new innovations that are coming out with Jammer arms, and I'll link this guy's channel, really cool, Matt Rosenman is his name. Really cool video about how he uses various lever arms. And I'll give you a note here. This is kind of what was kind of starting to come out, where a basic lever or Jammer arm just goes up and down. These Vendetta arms made these little kind of holes that now you can put a pin in there and to start them at different positions. And I'm going to comment on this in the future because I did talk from Glenn at Quantum Trainer. He thinks there's a flaw in this design, which I want to test out personally here in a second. But really cool what you can do with these little pins in all the different versatile ways. It does look very similar to what I'm kind of doing with the Quantum Trainer. Granted, it doesn't have that 360-degree movement. And this is what kind of the new innovations of these new products that have been coming out with. And so Coop from Garage Gym Reviews recently did this PRX exclusive kind of Halo arm review that I watched. I'm looking forward to it. And he talks about how these things are really innovative in the sense that you have this 180 like you saw earlier, but they also have this swivel and they can arc together like that. They also can start from different positions. And if you look at the comment section, I've seen a lot of you guys who comment on my channel down here, like Mr. Watson right here. So from a day ago, posted this whole thing that PRX blatantly ripped off this design from smaller manufacturers, patented behind their back. That's kind of the issue at hand, and I'll comment on that because unfortunately, I think this is just the nature of the beast. A lot of you guys even sometimes expect it. When I covered the Quantum Trainer initially, people were commenting like, just let's wait till it gets ripped off by someone else or like some Chinese company and it'll be on Amazon. And unfortunately, or fortunately, however you guys want to look at it, I think people are expecting things given the nature of, even with nature of patents, you can only patent so much certain things. And in fact, I asked Glenn, he said you can't really patent a swivel because that's just too, it's kind of like a basic thing. It's been around for a long time. There are certain things, design patents you can do, but a swivel isn't really patentable. So the issue at hand was also put out there by this guy, Kaizen DIY Gym. Check him out. I actually saw him at Home Gym Con. I walked right by him. Like, I'm not too involved in the community. I recognized him, but I didn't know who he was, so I didn't say anything to him. But he actually said, too, he saw these Halo arms at Home Gym Con like I did. Here's his initial invention, by the way. So he invented these things with wood, this innovative thing. He had another one here somewhere where you see the kind of the whole wood setup, but I digress. Point was, he had this idea. He made this thing called gym pins, and his whole point is that they basically kind of stole his idea, this little swivel back and forth thing, which I'll show you guys in a second. I'll link his video for context and his product and everything else down below. But with these Vendetta arms, with his gym pin, you essentially could do all those different things that you guys are seeing with those Halo arms, and that's basically the beef that he's having. So looking at this product, some competitive products, it is very interesting, to see, what this machine looks like, especially compared to his Kaizen adapters. Here they are right here. So there's one left. I actually like to get these things. I just don't know how these lever arms that I'm picking up are going to work with this. So I kind of want to wait on that, but might be gone because there's only one left here. But this is essentially what he made, and this is kind of the issue that he's saying is when someone kind of ripped off or was ripped off. But he does allude to the fact that there were other things out there, and you guys were throwing this at me when I did the initial Quantum Trainer review to check out these Griffin arms. These are still not cheap. They're $900. Still pretty cool. I think they have a kind of like a little bit of a swivel as well, or this part can lock in and out. That goes side to side, and that can go up and down, obviously. So pretty cool. And then you had this one from Crandall Fitness. I got no affiliates whatsoever with these guys. I'm just sharing it. Also a little bit more affordable, but still pricey. But I think I would say maybe based on what I'm seeing and how these look, that the Halo is a better design, but you're going to be paying a lot more money for it. And for me personally, my own thoughts on it are it's unfortunate that this is happening, because when you did see it, I wasn't too shocked by it. I would definitely feel more of a personal reaction to it if I was the House of Kaizen individual and making these gym pins. But this is unfortunately the nature of the beast. I see and hear this stuff all the time. If something comes out, someone's a time they rip it off, patent or no patent, there's ways to kind of get around that. And for the consumer, at the end of the day, people are looking for the cheapest thing possible. And I don't personally like that. I think it's always good to support, especially the initial inventor and something that's coming out there. But I understand the capitalistic nature that we're here, which is finally wrapping up with the quantum trainer. This thing I told you guys, I'll link this video down below, but the biggest pushback I got was this thing is $3,000. It's basically a jammer arm. It's overpriced. It's going to be knocked off. According to Glenn, and that's what I want to test, there are some issues with this whole jammer arm, the way the pins are loaded and how much weight they can actually handle compared to what he can handle. Granted, this is the whole machine, but that's what I want to test out for you guys in the future. But even with this product, the quantum trainer, the first reaction people had was, let's get it cheaper. I want it cheaper. I want someone to knock it off. And that's kind of his issue, which I support as well, that hopefully, at least in the market level in this small community that we're into here, if a company is blatantly ripping some other company off, hopefully we're at least voicing our concerns and saying, let's not just make every company just constantly copying what someone's doing. One-upping a competition is one thing, but blatantly copying and getting something so similar, and I guess their main issue is that now they're kind of doing a patent behind their back to kind of seal it down. I'm rambling at this point, guys. Just thought I'd share this with you. I thought it's very interesting. I think this is a very cool just subset of products in their own right, besides the fact that they are, at least this one does seem to be copying another one, but I don't know the whole backstory to that. I just want to share with you guys the situation, but more so I want to share with you guys, obviously there's a rise in these types of products. I think it's very interesting, and I want to test them out for myself, and also certainly compare it to the quantum trainer as well to see, which one of these is kind of the best bang for your buck, also for space and stuff like that. That's it, you guys. Any questions, comments, feedback? Love to hear what you guys have to say or know about this situation, and I will see you guys in the next video.